Shattered backboard or shattered expectations? What's up, sneaky people? It's your boy FB Kicks and Gear, and I am back with another video. This time we are featuring a rep of the Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard 2025, and I haven't gotten my retail pair yet because the release date hasn't come and I did not cop on the shock drop, but I will be doing a comparison between a retail pair and obviously this rep right here, so that we can start our legit check guide series and I can keep all of y'all informed. Unfortunately, although I did own the original pair of the 2015 Shattered Backboards, the original pair, I have long since sold them because prices were crazy. And do I regret it? Yes, a little bit, but at the end of the day, they were going for like $900 at that point, and I got them for retail. Now, since then, reps have never really matched the quality of the original pair, and I'll let the cat out of the bag if you haven't already heard it. The 2025 pair will not match that quality either. Are they still a good shoe? Yes. But the original pair was fantastic. It was fantastic. I'm not going to get into the back and forth about what good leather is and what it's not. I will say though that the original pair was special, and we have not captured that again since they released. So it is what it is, right? We move forward. If you want to buy an original pair, they are cheaper now than they were, but you know, they're still pretty expensive, you know, about $500-600 for a new pair, and I can't imagine spending that on something that I got for retail originally. So it is what it is. We will do our standard real versus fake, and when release time comes, I will have that for you. But for now, we will start our legit checking guide based on this reference pair right here, and you can find more pictures of this reference pair on the Instagram account that's going to pop up on the screen. So remember, the more we know about reps, the easier it is to point out the authentic pairs when we see them. So that's the goal. So let's get into it. Probably one of the most obvious differences of whether you had access to an original pair or not is the box. The original Shattered Backboard 1.0s came out with a standard Jordan reimagined box, which was just black and red. They really decided to do it up this time with this themed box with everything cracking and showing like shattered glass on it. That's cool, I guess. This rep box is pretty beat up, as replica boxes tend to be. I'm sure once we get the authentic pair in, we'll definitely start to see differences between the quality of the images on here. I'm sure the cracking will be more defined or better defined on the authentic than it is on the rep, but that's what rep boxes do. They don't really try to get them perfect, and you know, that's better for us because we care about legit checking. But with that said, let's get the box out of the way and let's start talking about the shoes. So here are the shoes in all of their glory or lack thereof, but here they are, and I gotta say, I'm some of it is nostalgic for me because I did own the original pair, but if the replica is any indicator of the authentic pair, they're just not going to be as good as the original pair was, and that is a shame. Nike really dropped the ball, in my opinion. They didn't have to make it the most luxurious shoe ever, but they could have made quality stand out. And if this replica is indicative of what we're going to get, this does not stand out from a normal Jordan 1, in my opinion. This is just another color toe, you know, yellow toe, bread toe, UNC toe, whatever. That's what they turned this into, and it really is a shame. On this replica, the orange leather isn't really that noticeably soft. It's not terrible. It's definitely thick. It reacts to being pressed on, which is nice. The black leather is definitely soft, and a lot softer than what I remember the original pair being. I remember complimenting the sail leather and the orange leather on the original pair and saying that the black leather was black plastic. But at the very least, these do not feel like black plastic at all. Definitely softer than what I remember the original pair being. But overall, it's okay, right? The colorway is there. I did love the colorway. It was a good shoe back then, and it's nice to see on the updated shape of the modern Jordan 1, where you have this slimmer toe box with more 1985 proportions. You have this higher neck collar. You have a longer tongue. I think that is nice. I think that's cool. I think that even the rep is starting to look better in terms of shape. I am just disappointed by the materials, unfortunately. I don't know what Nike thought the reaction was going to be. You know, people got excited that the shattered backboards were coming back, knowing everything about the shattered backboards, but I think Nike might have overthought how much people cared about the background and the story about Michael Jordan going to Italy and the shattering the backboard and wearing the black and orange jersey. I think Nike might have really overestimated how much people care about that, and underestimated how impactful that shoe was for the people at that time. If you don't remember, 2015 was peak Yeezy, or I should say the start of the Yeezy bonanza. I remember the shattered backboards and the Yeezy 350 Turtle Doves released on the same exact day. And I remember getting the call for this and being kind of disappointed that I didn't get the Turtle Doves. And now that fast forward to 2025 and I've owned both the shattered backboards and the Turtle Doves, and it's crazy. It really is. It's crazy. It's just a shame, in my opinion. It really is a shame that Nike did not decide to match that quality. But nonetheless, it is good. It is a good shoe. It is nice. It is a great colorway. Whether not being the same materials or not, it is a nice shoe, and I'm gonna give Jordan Brand credit for that. But I'm gonna say right off the bat, I think there are gonna be some issues with the rep. This Air Jordan Wings logo is looking a little flat to me, when I know that the authentic pairs are going to be a little bit more bulbous, like the new style. These are just a little too flat for my liking. That might just be because the collars are not padded the same way the authentic pairs are. Visually, I think this is gonna more or less look like this, but I do think that the authentic pairs are gonna have softer materials. Not as soft as the original, but softer than this. The orange leather is feeling a little stiff for my liking. And from the reviews that I've heard, people still complimented the orange leather for being soft, just not as soft as the original pair. So there's that. The tongue is nice and plush. I've got a feeling that the Nike Air on these tongues are a little bit too light. I would think that the orange would match the leather like the original pair did more closely, but we will know for sure when I get that authentic pair in. Honestly, the more I look at it though, the more I like this shape better. And again, it just goes back to that material. It's a shame that it's not the same material, but I think the shape looks really good. I kind of like that higher cut, more 85 looking look on the Jordan 1s. I think Nike's new shape, what they're calling the remastered V2, is a good direction to move into. And if they're going to start retroing older colorways, more iconic colorways on that new shape, I think Nike has to make a more of an effort to stay true to the original. So that's my spiel. I think they're nice. I think they look good. They come with orange laces. I kind of like the sail laces that came with the original pair. I don't know why they didn't include those, but orange laces are fine. I'm not going to wear the orange laces with my pair. Definitely going to be black. They've got definitely nicer insoles in terms of padding than what the original pair had. Well, the original pair definitely had this shattered backboard design on it. The insoles were that blue kind of foam flat insoles, which suck. These seem to be not Dreamcell, but something close to it, at least for the reps. Maybe the authentic pair will actually be Dreamcell, but definitely going to feel more comfortable on foot. The more I look at these, the more I'm getting past they're not the same material, BS, and I'm starting to like them for what they are. Right, they are just a retro. They're a nice Jordan 1. I've had my time with the original, and it's kind of just time to move on. And if I want to get the original again, I'm just gonna have to shell out the money for it. I don't see myself doing that if these are coming out. As you can see, the rep pair little bent, but kind of gives you an indicator on the material just by me manipulating it and moving it. Definitely not as soft as the original pair, but it is what it is, right? That's my main complaint. That's pretty much all I'm going to be talking on this video. The rep overall is good quality. It's a nice shoe. We'll have to see what the quality looks like on the authentic pair to really make a good assessment, but this is a good start. This is a good reference. Please take note of everything here. Take a look at the details. The details matter. Take a look at that Nike Air. Overall, how you guys feeling about this release? I'm excited for it. Definitely not at the top of my list, but I'm still excited for this shoe and what it means. I'm still going to grab the authentic pair, but again, still a little disappointed. So with that said, guys, remember you can find more pictures of the reference pair on the Instagram account that's going to pop up on the screen. Do your research, guys. Please, please, please do your research. Don't get got. There's no reason for you in 2025 to get scammed by a replica pair. Just do your research, study up, watch my videos, ask me questions. With that said, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.